Men are getting wiser to the scam known as modern marriages, and prenuptial agreements are here to stay. We've got one for you here today from the Modern King titled Bitter Ex-Wife Forgets About Prenup, Loses Everything in Her Divorce. Sounds fantastic and hilarious. Let's get into it.
I need you! I don't want to do this if I don't have you, please! Please!
Stop,
Record me, I don't care! Record me, I don't care! Post it!
I'm not even recording you.
Post it! Post it! I don't care! I don't care! I don't care! Please! I'm going crazy! Please! Please! Take me back! Please! I'm going crazy! Please! Please! Please!
This woman is just acting like a child. She's flailing about, screaming incoherently, and switching between apologizing and begging. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Please! 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 Walter! Please! 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 Please!
Can you please stop acting like
Please!
this?
I can't!
Alright, calm down.
I'm hurt! I'm hurt! Please! 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 Please!
If there is one thing that this woman will never understand, it's how her acting like this proves exactly why this guy is done with her in the first place. They can never seem to understand that.
Please! 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 Please!
Please what?
Please take me back.
I took you
You
back.
won't. I don't want to be with you and everybody else. I want to be with. Please take me back. Please take me back. Please. Please take me back. Please take me back. Please. Please take me back. How could you get?
Apparently, this woman filed for divorce and found out that she wasn't going to get anything for the trouble, so she begged the guy to take her back. Maybe she should have thought about that before doing one of the dumbest things a wife can do to her husband.
Let's check in on Gen Z, young adults like these two young ladies who have clearly been failed by the American education system. They've also been failed by their parents and society.
Society need men.
Yes and no.
No.
So why yes and why no for you? And then I'll ask you why you said no.
Well, because in today's society, sometimes you don't need the male to have a baby anymore.
Yeah.
At this point, women like this just love to go online and try to bash men for the dumbest of reasons, even pointing out those bonkers studies that quote-unquote prove that you don't need male DNA to create a child. These women are so desperate to be right that they resort to this crap.
That's why I would say yes and no.
It's not like a moral thing for me.
Yeah.
I'm like we can exist without men only
Yeah.
because new research has been discovered of making egg into sperm. So we can reproduce without men. So it's not like a moral thing. It's more of like a like if men just died right now, could we survive? Yes, because of the new research that they're doing.
She's half right. It's not a moral thing. It's an emotional thing. She says these things because it's hip and trendy to relentlessly hate on men for virtually no reason. So they need these insane takes just so that she can get internet attention from some other brainless women.
Pathetic arrest I've ever seen in my life. I mean, look at this. Yo, what moron put these two together, man? We got Paulina Blart. Watch what happens when the one falls over. And just gives up. Meanwhile, her partner's chasing her with a taser, running a 40-minute mile. If my life's in danger and these two show up, I'll see you guys in heaven. Peace.
This is what happens when you prioritize optics and cultural trends over training the best men for the job. You get overweight women in uniforms, unsafely wielding a taser, and getting outrun by a woman who's just even larger than her. Make it make sense.
I think we should normalize taking our mother's last name.
Wait. Just wait.
Because how many of us are going around carrying the last name of a man who did not raise us?
So that means that a lot of individuals out there would in fact be taking the name of their grandfather. Probably in many cases another individual that did not raise you. I'm just going to leave that there.
Women like this just hate on men for the sake of hating on men. Her argument of disregarding the father's last name makes no sense at all, and she's only saying it because she wants attention and validation on TikTok.
Can somebody please duet this with instructions? Because I have this ratchet strap, right? And I did it the way that I know, but then it got stuck and I couldn't get it to release, and I had to use pliers to release it, so I figured that can't be right. And then I went on YouTube and it's all a bunch of guys that are like, and that's how you do it. And nobody is explaining. I need to know.
I love how modern women claim to be just as, independent and capable as men, right? They're strong, they're loving, they're tolerant at the same time, right? But they are also the first ones to be defeated by something as simple as an everyday ratchet strap. The only thing that's surprising about this parallel parking video is how she was somehow magically able to park her vehicle without somehow destroying it in some incomprehensible way. It makes no sense how these women think intentionally making themselves look more unattractive is somehow supposed to spite the very same men that they claim to despise. Men have stopped caring decades ago, so now she's only cutting her hair to spite her own face.
So wait a sec. How are you equal if the men are the ones that have to fight and die to defend the country? The men are the ones that build and maintain all the infrastructure, right? Like, none of this stuff in the studio is built or maintained by women. Do you know that like 90% of infrastructure jobs are still held by men? Mm-hmm. And that if you look at the top 20 jobs held by women now in 2024 versus 1924 are almost the exact same. So women have had 100 years to do whatever they want, and they still do the same 20 jobs they did 100 years ago.
That's because womanism has nothing to do with equality. It has every single thing to do with getting endless amounts of praise and recognition for doing the exact same things that adults have been doing for centuries without any complaint.
Other than we switched out farm labor for HR work. But other than that, we're secretaries, nurses, daycare ladies, early childhood education, administrative assistants, retail workers, all the same we were a century ago. So if the men are the ones tasked with every time there's a natural disaster, they have to go out and rescue people from the fires and the floodwaters. And every time there's a war, the men have to go and fight it and defend the country. And anytime there's a criminal who needs to be violently arrested, it's going to be a man who goes and does that, not a woman. Where does the equality come in?
There is no quote-unquote equality. If you ask a womanist to define the word equality, you'll get 20 minutes of word salad and still be left nowhere close to anything that might actually resemble an answer. That's because these women don't want equality, they want superiority.
Which is just equality for women, then you wouldn't be on the stage today and I wouldn't be here asking you this question. So if people aren't complaining, as you say, and fighting for rights, then nothing would happen. So how can you reconcile these differences?
When I was your age, I thought the same thing, that feminism is just about equality. It's really not feminism anymore. It's designed to actually rip apart women and men, to make women paranoid about men all the time, and every industry is controlled by a man, and to make being on your own, I want to do all by myself, aspirational. What are we even fighting anymore? Men holding doors? That's the new feminist cause? Like, no, equality means don't hold the door. No, I like having the door held for me. In a perfect world, our society was so much better when women were involved every single day with their children before we handed them over to the Department of Education. And so I do not see feminism as having accomplished anything in our society. I actually think it was a nightmare that is being repackaged in our textbook.
These women have no idea what they even want. They just go online and endlessly complain about everything as proof that they are oppressed, even though these very same women have never known oppression a single day in their lives.
Don't need no man. Oh my god, we're gonna need a man. Come on. You tell me all the time we don't need a man. Prove it.
I got a brother. I don't need a man. You can do this for me.
Where is he now? That's why I use the crowbar. Because I can't do it either.
What, like that?
Yeah, leverage. Leverage. See? Science.
What these women have done proves absolutely nothing. All they've done is show the world that they need triple the time to figure out a solution to a problem that most of us were able to solve within 2 seconds of watching the video. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.